It's Madden NFL 23, and in the spotlight is Rashad Bateman. And with him, any catch could be a big one. He's the NFL leader in touchdown receptions. It's the Ravens and the Steelers. And
two hard-hitting blue-collar franchises, one of the better rivalries going. The Ravens and Steelers are underway. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Now we get our first look at the hometown kid, rookie Kenny Pickett from the University of Pittsburgh, as he leads the Steeler offense out for their first possession.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
David Ajabo in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So that time, Charles, a quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly. Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Fryermuth.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big play that time on the catch and run. 31 yards.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Pickett now on 1st down.
And that's incomplete.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Up the middle, Hunt. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
He finds Pickens over the middle.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to make it 4th down.
So Pickett is off to the sideline, and Chris Boswell is on for the Steeler field goal try.
From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Boswell's kick is good, and the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead.
And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well. So your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
Time to see this wide-open Baltimore offense go to work, and leading them, pretty darn good one, Lamar Jackson out of Louisville.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flushed out right. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And the end result of that play, you're almost not sure what you really want, because when he gets outside of the pocket, you actually hold your breath because you think he's going to run. But when he chose to pull it down and throw it, and a play was made to knock it away, that's a pretty good end result. Not one you expected when the play began.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw is on target to Duvernay. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed, and his elusiveness, and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
On first down, they look downfield, and it's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one goes for 30 yards. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Ravens are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Justin Tucker for the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. So that drive, 4 plays. And it's Rashad Bateman who finished it all off with a touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On 2nd and 12, Pickett. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Back to throw, Pickett. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And some space here. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. Ingram, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And the Ravens are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, that's caught at the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fields it right around the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Kareem Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times, but as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
And he's established himself well. Now can they put more points on? On 2nd and 11 now. Pickett. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. But as we roll on here in the month of December, Week 14 coming up tonight, we got a good one in the AFC West. Get the parkas out, Kansas City and Denver from the frigid Empower Stadium at Mile High. And then tomorrow night you can turn those parkas in for some shorts, golf polos, and flip-flops. Monday Night Football in Arizona. Patriots, Cardinals, 8:15 Eastern. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
On 2nd down, right back to Hunt. And he stopped immediately there. No gain that time, but it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Pickett will look to throw it here. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Hunt's going to run left. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong...
But it's intercepted. They got Pickett for the 3rd time in this game. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Well, he's been the guy already. here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
On third down, Jackson. Got his man. It's London. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Now Jackson on first down. Throws right back to London, complete again. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Five yards remain on second down. They go play action now. Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. From 21 yards away. And the Ravens continue to pull away here in this first half.
Did you see how the linebackers froze for just a second? That's why you run play action. You want to keep them rooted in the spot and create a little bit of extra space so your tight end can find some room behind him. And then the quarterback finds his target downfield, and he turns it into 6 points.
Tucker with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's Mark Andrews who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fields it right around the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Here's Pickett. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Adafe Owe. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off.
Delay of game, offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Harris running straight ahead, and he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Here's Jackson to return. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
This pass is caught by London. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He's got his man, it's Andrews. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. First and 10 in the red zone.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground. Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
And this goes out wide for Drake. He's going to be brought down there in the field of play. And the clock will run, no timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we'll see. Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Ravens heading out on offense as we look at the playoff picture in the AFC. As of this moment, as pretty much everyone knows, they sit alone in that top spot, but nothing is guaranteed. They haven't even clinched the playoffs. So a good start, but a long way to go.
And you know, a blunt veteran inside their locker room has stood up at one point or another and said, you know all this means nothing so far. We've got to cover this, get it done. What do we want to be? It's like winning a title in August, right, in preseason. Doesn't count. Let's go ahead and get this thing done.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They go play action with Jackson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing is Jackson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Here's Jackson. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Jackson. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Cameron Hayward in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Another try after the first down sack. Incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise.
Touchdown! Drake London, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. Let's face it.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ball game.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. This will be caught at the 2. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Give him 30 yards there. Now it's Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Ravens take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Looking to throw, Pickett. And the catch made by Johnson. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Meanwhile, over in Cincinnati, good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And the Bengals scoring again to extend their lead. And he's got a man, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. And that throw there going to put him over 4,000 yards passing now for the season, maybe strengthening his MVP consideration.
And you figure with still a handful of games left to play, 5,000 yards is not totally out of the realm of possibility. The way he is playing, I think he's going to get there.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. To throw is Jackson. He's got his man, London, right side. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 15-yard line. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play. Back now in Pittsburgh. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Jackson will throw again. And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Ravens add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Tucker now to add the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Pickett to throw on 1st down. Finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Hunt is into the end zone for a Steeler touchdown. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. Just a 4-play drive that time. And Kareem Hunt, the one to finish it off, as he did so with a touchdown run. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard. But they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Cameron Hayward able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Jackson from the shotgun. And that is incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. Now he'll let it go deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Even with the big lead here in the 4th, it still bombs away, and frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Well, big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And it's going to be batted down. And will go the other way with the football. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. To the air on 1st down with Pickett. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And he'll wind up getting this to the 32. A play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. 1st down. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. Pickett now on 1st down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jalen Armour-Davis. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Tucker now for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Steelers getting set and ready for their next possession. To be frank, you really have to feel for them. This is appearing to not be their week yet again. So another loss in the cards as they trail big in quarter number 4. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. 1st and 10, here's Pickett. Here's Freiermuth again. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another 1st down. From the gun, here's Pickett. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. David Ajabo picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Pickett, 4th down, desperation time.
And incomplete on the deep ball. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Ravens are going to get the football back. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
This pass is caught by London. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. But he wasn't really big on that. He was big on go ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And we